I thought I was the one running the game, until the night I heard my father say, "Let her think she's in control. That's when she'll lose everything." My name is Mara, and I faked my own kidnapping to get money from my rich father. But what I didn't know was I was never the one in control. People think being born into money is a blessing. It's not. Not when your father treats money like it's more important than you. My father wasn't just rich. He was feared, cold, precise, unemotional. The kind of man who would calculate the cost of a smile before giving one. I can't remember the last time he hugged me. Actually, I don't think he ever did. I remember my 10th birthday. I waited all day, dressed up, excited. Every car that passed, I thought it was him, but he never came. Instead, a driver showed up with a box. Inside, a watch. Expensive. Cold. Just like him. That was the moment I learned something that shaped my life. In my father's world, money replaces love. As I grew older, I stopped asking for things, because the answer was always the same. No. Not even a discussion. Just, no. Why waste money, he'd say. Even when it wasn't wasting. Even when it mattered. I got into one of the best universities. I was shaking when I showed him the letter. "This is big, Dad," I said. "This could change my life." He looked at it, then dropped it on the table. "You can study online. It's cheaper." Just like that. My future reduced to a cheaper option. That night, I cried until I couldn't breathe. But something changed in me. Something dangerous. I stopped wanting his love. I started wanting his money. It was late. We were drinking, laughing, complaining, just another night. Until John said something that changed everything. "Your father won't give you money willingly," he said. I rolled my eyes. "Tell me something I don't know." He leaned closer and said, "Then force him." I frowned. "How?" He smiled and said it like it was nothing. "Fake your kidnapping." At first, I laughed because it sounded insane. But then I stopped laughing because suddenly, it didn't sound crazy anymore. It sounded possible. I tried to ignore it. I really did. But the idea kept coming back, over and over, like a voice in my head. He'll pay. He has to. He cares about his image. And that was the key. My father didn't care about emotions, but reputation, power, control, that he valued. So if the world believed his daughter had been kidnapped, he wouldn't just pay. He would pay fast. And just like that, the line between wrong and necessary disappeared. We planned everything, every second, every move. An abandoned building outside the city, broken windows, dusty floors, no neighbors. Perfect. I would disappear on my way home. Phone dropped, bag left behind, signs of struggle. John would be the voice, deep, distorted, threatening. $500,000. Enough to hurt him, but not enough to make him refuse. No police, no mistakes, no emotions. But we forgot one thing, one very important thing. We were dealing with my father. The night I left, my chest felt tight, like something was warning me. Don't do this. But I ignored it, because pain makes you desperate, and desperation makes you blind. I got into the car, and just like that, Mara disappeared. The next morning, we made the call. I sat in the dark room, listening, heart pounding. "Your daughter is with us," John said. Silence. Then my father spoke, cold, calm, unshaken. "How much?" No panic, no fear, no anger, just calculation. And for the first time, I felt something unexpected. Not anger, not fear, disappointment. We expected chaos. We expected urgency. We expected pressure. But instead, nothing. Hours passed, then a day, then two. No money, no negotiation, no response. "Something's wrong," I whispered. John shook his head. "He'll pay. Relax." But I couldn't relax, because deep down, I knew something wasn't right. On the third day, John got a call. I watched his face change, from confident to confused to terrified. "What is it?" I asked. He didn't answer. I grabbed him. "John, what is it?" He looked at me and said the words that shattered everything. "He knows, Mara." My father knew, not just suspected, knew. The location, the plan, the voices, everything. And instead of stopping it, he let it continue. Why? Because he was playing a different game, a deeper one, a more dangerous one, and I had just walked into it. That night, John disappeared. No warning, no goodbye, no explanation, just gone. And that's when fear really hit me, because suddenly, I wasn't in control anymore. The door creaked open, slow, heavy. I expected John, but instead, two men walked in, silent, cold, professional. "Stand up," one of them said. My legs refused to move. "This isn't funny anymore." They didn't smile. And that's when I realized the truth. This was no longer fake. They handed me a phone. "Talk." I picked it up, shaking. "Dad?" Silence. Then his voice, calm, controlled. "You wanted money," he said. My heart broke. "Now you'll understand what it costs." Days later, I learned the truth. John didn't leave. He was paid by my father to betray me. Everything we planned was already part of his plan. I went home, but I wasn't the same, because now I understood something terrifying. My father didn't just control money. He controlled people, situations, outcomes, even me. And as I sat alone that night, one thought wouldn't leave my mind. I tried to scam my father, but I was the one who got played. If you were me, would you have done the same? Or did I deserve everything that happened to me? Thank you so much for watching and supporting this page. If you enjoyed it, kindly leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Your support truly helps make more stories like this.